Second practice at Albert Park, and despite the odd trip beyond the boundaries, it was Charles Leclerc with the quickest tour of the session, the Monegasque clocking in at 1 minute 17.277. He was almost 4/10 quicker than Max Verstappen in P2, the defending champion, closely followed by Carlos Sainz in the other Ferrari, both men finding traffic late on.
Yeah, he didn't get out of the way. Dangerous.
What is he doing? Look at this. My God.
Both Astons were on the ragged edge at times, Fernando Alonso grinding the curbs at turn 7 and teammate Lance Stroll running wide and swinging out the rear at turn 13.
Yeah, messed up the last corner. Yeah, no drama, mate.
The Canadian did it again towards the end of the session, locking up and taking to the grass on one of his long run laps. This time 12 months ago, Fernando Alonso was on his way to a third consecutive P3 finish. No podium so far this time around, although his 5th place in Saudi Arabia does bode well. And the Racing Green team were consistently at the top of the timing table in FP2. P4 for Stroll at the flag, 1 place better than his 2-time world champion teammate. Having crashed out of FP1, Alex Albon, who was uninjured in the incident, took no part in second practice as Williams continued to assess the damage done to his FW45. The only Grove car on track, that of Logan Sargent, had a moment of his own. The American driver dropped a wheel in the gravel exiting turn 11 and found himself in a spin, mercifully managing to keep it out of the wall. The Williams garage has no spare chassis, so huge sighs of relief there. At least one car will make it to the next session. As it was in FP1, turn 10 was tricky again. Leclerc hanging out the rear at the corner and rumbling over the curbs as he corrected his Ferrari's direction. Kevin Magnussen was another going wide there. Incidentally, teammate Hulkenberg's point last time out put Haas into 6th spot in the Constructors' Championship. Although quite a bit behind 5th place Aston Martin, the American outfit are once again leading the midfield teams, none of whom have scored points yet. In other action, Pierre Gasly went very close to the wall at turn 5, Lando Norris bounced over the curbs at turn 7, and Sargent, perhaps distracted by Magnussen, cut the corner at turn 1. George Russell went deep at the first corner and took to the grass in an almost carbon copy of the move his teammate made in FP1. And Lewis Hamilton wasn't immune to the odd excursion this time out either. The 7-time world champion holds a few records at the Australian Grand Prix. He has the most poles with 8 and the most podium finishes with 10 to his name. Russell looked reasonably hooked up for his P6 time, but Hamilton languished in 18th, unable to get a decent lap time down. So Leclerc fastest from Verstappen and Sainz, and they were ahead of Stroll, Alonso, Russell, Piastri, Perez, Norris and Tsunoda. P11 for Joe, followed by Ricciardo, Sargent, Bottas, Gasly, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Hamilton and Magnussen.